Wow, this is nuts. Did you guys see this? Body cam footage coming out showing they saw the shooter. They contacted Secret Service. They didn't do nothing. He's running over here. He's going to tell him he saw him. Unbelievable.
Yo, Tess, you got me up once, bro. Yo, Tess, you got me up once. Get me up again. Ready? Ready?
How did this happen? It's crazy. It's had to be inside, I'm telling you. Wow. All right, we're going to talk more about this in a minute. What's going on, friends? Woo! How we doing tonight? Who is number one? Vin, man, with the one. I think, Vin, you're probably the all-time number one gold medalist. Fro Girl 2, what's up? Matthew Thompson with the Trace Meow. I don't know how I feel about that. Oscar in the hizzy. Kathy, what's going on? It is very rainy, but otherwise not bad. We got 4 inches today, which they said was some kind of record or close to it. Joe, Vince, the one, what a do? Donkey, what's up? Not Nate Dog, Kathy, okay, Yoker, what's up? Oh man, sad. Why are you so sad? Joe Scarpazza, Cindy Lou, Just Mike, Raiden, you made it. Frank Anastagio, Chad Yunkin, Marcelo Mano, what's up? Mike, thought the video was showing the cup giving a oh boy, well that's a thought right there. Dear God. Anyways, what's up, adventures? Yeah, so we're going to talk about this because this is crazy. This news is just going out everywhere. So lead story tonight, the cop body cam footage released showing that they saw the shooter, they alerted the Secret Service, and nobody did anything. So it's just wild. So let's go through this real quick. New body cam footage from the Trump shooting has hit the web and it raises more questions than answers. Audio starts about 2 minutes in. My understanding is that standard for body cams, PD have to activate audio. This guy's ankle clearly was not hurt. They clearly have radio comms. Remember they said they didn't have radio comms? They said that, I think the Secret Service said that. It was either Secret Service or FBI, but one of them said that. Almost nothing in this video lines up with the official story we've been told. They've had 2 hearings on this, FBI and Secret Service, and both of them lied. However, the more angles come out showing the water tower, more looks confirm that no one was up there. So there's that theory gone, which, you know, that was always very blurry, kind of weird. If you want to follow along, some of the best reporting, blah, blah, blah. Fact mainstream media has moved on from this story is completely insane. Just look at this. I mean, we get so much here. Let's skip ahead because they see them on the roof. Maybe that part already happened. But you can hear it. I'm not going to play the whole 6 minutes because it's long. I recommend going and checking it out. But listen, we knew from the beginning someone was really fishy about this, right? It's just you never ignore the roofs. You never ignore the windows. That is number one. Secret Service. Dan Bongino used to work in the Secret Service, talks about it. And this is just more proof that they are hiding so much. Why are they hiding? That's the question. Always ask, why hide? What is there to hide? If it's a Secret Service malfunction, easy to talk about, right? You fire people, you admit it, you move on. But if it's an inside job, you hide everything. You hide and you're scared. The Secret Service director already resigned, so it's not covering your ass. That's not done. She got out. She's done. So this, I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy because we have not, the media has completely moved on from this. The media has gone on and is acting like this never happened, like just bashing Trump left and right again. Kamala all of a sudden is the savior of the democracy. Tim Walz, old Shreky big baby boy, is the best dad in the United States. I mean, they're throwing everything at the wall. And yet we're seeing this insanity is playing out before our eyes online and nobody wants to talk about it. How are they going to ignore this? How are we not getting multiple major investigations into this? This is a presidential candidate, an ex-president, someone who used to be president, was shot in the ear. A man was killed, and they've just moved on as if it's nothing happened. This would be the biggest story in the world for 6 months to a year, even 10, 15 years ago. And so this is nuts, guys. And we got to get it out there because they're not going to talk about it. So we have to. Oh no, my internet connection better not be going bad here. What's happening? Well, now they're not letting me play the video. It looks like my internet's good, so that's weird. Well, I'll just play the shorter version real quick again because it's just, look at this. He's up on the roof, cussing, calling them out. They just can't believe what they're seeing. It looks like somebody was ready to do something. So what did they do? Tell them to stand down? Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I just, listen, I love to have fun with my lives. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to laugh. We're going to talk about all the other news. There is good news out there. There's crazy news. There's fun news. There's all that stuff. I'm going to cover it all. We got lots to go over. But just leading with this, it makes me angry, honestly. And we should be outraged that this happened. I mean, this is, most of everybody watching here, this is our guy, This is our guy. And not only though is it our guy, I mean, listen, I'd be pissed if it was Biden. I'd be pissed if it was Obama. You just don't do this. Americans don't do this. This is not how we do things. Okay? We don't allow people to get shot, our leaders to get shot, whether we like them or not. We don't allow them to get shot and not uncover every stone until it's figured out. Except that's exactly what they want to do. Even in when Kennedy got shot, I mean, I know he died. That's the only difference. But they full on commission everything, and it was all lies. They just lied to us, but they could get away with it back then. There was no way to fact check them, no way to research unless you did crazy amounts of hard work. But now we can just, the internet, everybody shares everything. It's beautiful. So I'm going to say that this coming out is a miracle. It's a blessing, and it's going to allow us to keep this going. And this has to keep being talked about. This has to keep being talked about, and everybody responsible needs to be exposed. And you know what? If it turns out it was the deep state, good. F them. Let them go down. Let them burn in the media and with the people, and Trump come in a landslide. If it turns out there was any Democrats involved, which I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying whoever's involved, if it was rhinos involved, rhino Republicans involved, I don't care. Find out who told the Secret Service to stand down, who set it up. As this is untenable. We cannot allow this to be our country. So anyways, it's just insane. All right, let me catch up with you guys real quick. Just Mike, terrible. I am early today. I am. Justin, really wish you lived in the U.S. to have a president like Trump instead you're stuck with shitty Trudeau. Yeah, man. Listen, we are pray for us that we get Trump back in, and then maybe it can roll over to you guys. XRP case over. I know. I heard about that. No nightlife tonight. No, I tried to get on early tonight. I told my wife I'd like to hang out later for once if she wanted to put the kids down. So I win. I won. You bought a ton of NVIDIA at 100. All right, Rich. I hope it goes up for you, man. What's up, kiddies? What's up, CJ? Joe says, if it were not a setup to kill Trump, Biden and Harris would be asking questions about the pathetic security. They would. They'd be demanding answers, actually. They'd be demanding it. And instead, they're completely fine that it happened, and they're completely fine moving on. You notice it's only Republicans in the House demanding that they go after and get the answers from Secret Service, FBI. It's only Republicans in the House and Senate. No Democrats are asking for answers on this. This should be led by the president. Although we don't even see Biden anymore. He's gone. They're keeping him under. Did you see Ducey asking Corinne Pierre, whatever her name is, today or the other day about Where's Biden? And she was like, oh, he's everywhere. You see his writing. You see his notes. We send them out. It's so dumb. He's just disappeared from the face of the planet. Kamala doesn't take interview questions. It's just crazy. Rich says, the invention of inflation under Nixon admin has resulted in the public not having time or energy to deal with deep state. Well, I disagree with that. I actually strongly disagree with that. The public has plenty of time. We work less than we ever have, man. It's not time that's our problem. It's distraction. It's cheap entertainment. Mad Max, who thinks CJYL insiders are wanting to sell those hard-earned shares 50 to 100 pop? I mean, be awesome. Danielle, what's up? Barbara, Alan Krantz, your belief it's an administration. After this attempt, Pelosi went to Biden, said that was your last chance. I don't trust the FBI, CIA, or WHO. Nope, should not at all. What's up, Agent? Frank, Susan, who trusts them? Nobody trusts them, Hero. That's right. Your question got wiped? So now what? Try again. Or email it to me. If you got a question YouTube won't allow, then you know what? Or send it to me on Twitter. Send it to me on Twitter and I will read it anyways. All right? I will read. If YouTube's trying to ban a question, send it to me on Twitter. I'll read it. All right? So we'll get it out there. I'm not going to stand for censorship. They can shut it down if they want, but this has to be out there. So all right. Anyways, I just hope this gets the ball rolling on the conversation again. This has to get out there. There's a full 6-minute video. It's the one that wouldn't play for me right here. By Ian Carroll shared it, but a lot of others have shared it as well. I recommend going and watching it. It's crazy, and share it. See if it goes. Share it on your Facebook. Share it everywhere. Get this out there. We want this to be out there again. We want the narrative to continue. This has to be talked about. It does. We need people to wake up. And when they see stuff like this is the shocking kind of stuff that actually does wake up some people. Some people who still have their brains but are just in a bubble or whatever. This is the kind of stuff that'll snap them out of it every once in a while. So share it, get it out there. We got this we got to get this to continue. Just like this aggression will not stand, man. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay. Let's move on. Here, I got some better news. You guys ready? Speaking of the crappy media that doesn't pay attention to anything and actually share the news, CNN is dying. If you guys remember, CNN was bought not too long ago for pennies on the dollar. They cut a bunch of their people. They ran a subscription service hoping that it would inject cash. Instead, they lost something like $200 million on it. And now they took a $9 billion hit. CNN about to have massive layoffs. This is from Warner Brothers Discovery, which nosedived 10% after revealing staggering $9 billion write-down on CNN and TNT. Oh, mama. Old Ted Turner ain't pulling it. This is great. This is Ted Turner's his two companies, CNN and TNT. Ted Turner, old billionaire liberal, started CNN, TNT, duped people into thinking CNN was fair and balanced forever. TNT, is sports and movies and stuff and crappy shows. But this is nuts. And so we're going to see CNN is on the verge. It's going to become a shell company. They're going to keep a few people, but this also means some of their big names are going to go down because they got to go away, get rid of those big contracts. So this is great. CNN's values tanked so much it's now a financial burden, reportedly leading to significant layoffs and eternal chaos. Reported $10 billion loss this quarter. David Zaslav blamed the crisis on viewers ditching cable for streaming. Yeah, that's why. No, it's because it's so stupid. These people have no idea what they're talking about. It's not streaming. We're ditching it for Twitter. We're ditching it for the real news. We're ditching it for places that actually don't censor what they say. We're going where they share the actual videos of what happened, the actual facts. We're done. We're done having talking heads tell us what to think. And I know someone out there still watching CNN, someone out there still watching MSNBC and Fox News. I don't know why, but they're out there, it's like, but this is a beautiful thing because CNN for the longest time At least MSNBC tells you who they are. They're like, hey, we are straight up crazy liberals. We are. We're straight up. We don't even care. We're going to show you who we are. We're going to tell you who we are. Rachel Maddow is basically a dude. I'm just telling you, like, they are nuts over there, but they embrace it. They tell you who they are. So kudos to them for that. It's the one prop I'll ever give MSNBC. CNN likes to pretend that they just want to tell you the news. So it's beautiful that they should be the ones that die first, because they are hardcore leftists who like to pretend that they actually are in the middle. And, you know, let the lying liars burn first. And so it's just beautiful. 2 years ago, market valuations, prevailing conditions for legacy media companies were quite different than they are today. Listen, the news channels are going the way of newspapers. They're going to burn out. Don Lemon hasn't even been on CNN for a while, you know? So it's good news. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alan, Trump, boldly go where no one's ever gone. Trump with media today and every day. Yep, absolutely. I can't wait for the Truth Social media. I want to see what they do with that. Gabriel, Trump messed up with Vance. The guy's weird. What do you mean the guy's weird? Vance is awesome. He's my number one still. I could not disagree with you more, Gabriel. I think Vance is awesome. He's little Trump. He's amazing. Yeah, CNN Plus. Smash the like. Thank you, Mike. Smash the like. Subscribe. All that beautiful stuff. Thank you. Vidman, believe CrowdStrike Internet global shutdown was used to shut down people sharing facts, thoughts, videos in the aftermath. You think so? That's interesting. So now what? Wouldn't it been democratic to have vetoed for your present candidate? I guess Kamala killed democracy. Wouldn't it have been democratic to have voted for your presidential candidate? I guess Kamala killed democracy. Is that what you just said? Does that sound right? I think I got it. Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. No crickets on GTI, Criteau. That's the wrong day to say that. What's his face? Not legal. Richard put out an awesome video on GTI today. Go watch it. We got great news. The judge appears very much to be on GTI's side, was very critical of the GTI lawyer's argument. So go watch his video. You'll catch up. Anderson, I already read that. Trump should have shown Vivek, Tulsi, or Carson. I disagree. I really disagree. He did it for continuation, not to get votes. Vice presidents don't get you votes. That's a long old lie. It's a old wives' tale. They can kill your presidency campaign, but they can't win it. It's very rare vice president matters as far as votes. They matter for backing you up, and Vance is going to do that. So, Joel, insiders didn't sell in the first run up. No dilution, no offering. They got diamond hands. Yeah, so far. You are, man. We'll talk about that a little later. We'll get to the economic stuff later. So, CNN burning. Beautiful. All right, this is interesting right here. Trump came out, did a press conference today, which was glorious, by the way. He did a wonderful job. Calm, cool, confident, said great stuff. Trump's at his best. I'm just telling you right now. Trump right now is better than he's ever been. He just is. He's calmed down a little bit. He's got a much better grasp on policy than he's ever had. He just knows how to handle people so much better. The random questions, everything. He's in the zone now. He's in the zone, and I've just never seen him better. And this is huge. I mean, he is taking bold swings. The no tax on tips was huge, and now it looks like he's open to making marijuana legalized nationwide. Now, I bet there'd be some stipulations there and everything, but listen, this is huge because this will get so many voters, and it'll probably leave it to the states. He'll just decriminalize it federally and let the states handle it, which is the right thing to do. That's exactly what you should do. That is a brilliant move. That way the states can still have it the way they want it. But the states that have decriminalized it or whatever, this gets all, he is making it almost impossible for the 20-year-old college liberal guy to vote against him. He is. He's making it almost impossible because these are the guys who are working for tips. All right. And so first of all, they're like, whoa, what? I get to keep more of my money? Oh man, I don't like Trump, but I really like that. I'm going to go smoke a bowl and think about it. And then they go home and Trump's like, I think I might decriminalize marijuana. And they're like, God darn, what is happening? I'm starting to love this guy. This is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And I love it. I mean, I don't think, I don't smoke marijuana and I don't care to. I don't like the smell. I think it's terrible for you. But I also don't think it should be criminalized federally. I think it should be a state issue. So let's listen to this.
Well, as we legalize it, I start to agree a lot more because, you know, it's being illegalized all over the country. Florida has something coming up. I'll be making a statement about that fairly soon. But as we legalize it throughout the country, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's awfully hard to have people all over the jails that are in jail right now for something that's legal. So I think, obviously, there's a lot of sentiment to doing that. Well, I'm going to announce that. I'm going to actually have a press conference on that at some point in the near future, so I don't want to tell you now. But Florida does have a vote coming up on that, and I think probably the vote will go in a little more liberal way than people thought. But I'll be announcing.
Anyways, just huge, brilliant. Also, I mean, this is going to have a huge impact on the black vote as well. So, just so smart. I am so impressed with the bold swings he's taking. This is so unlike what a Republican would ever do in the past. It is. The Democrats they'll say stuff. They've always said big stuff and they lie. And then sometimes the big stuff is stuff that would just destroy our country. And they're not lying about that. But this is great. I mean, this is very federal. This is very libertarian. Just brilliant. So well done, Trump. Well done. And obviously what he's doing is working because guess what? The Kamala bump is starting to disappear. CNBC, not known for being right-leaning. Trump's back up by 2. This is huge. It's huge that this is already the direction we're headed. And again, I'm telling you, I think it's higher. Let me catch up with you guys real quick. So now that's what they deleted. Your code writing, delivering are getting better. There you go, man. They deleted that? That's nothing. Alan, you heard Elon from a source focusing on Disney. Waiting for Disney to going down to scoop up shares and hostile takeover. Now, that'd be crazy if Elon took over Disney. I'd love it for my kids. Croteau, I already told you my thoughts. I think it's great news. What else do you want me to say? GTII is in the court case. I think it's great news. That's all I can tell you. I think we're going the right. That's completely in Richard's court now. Christopher, hard to tell what's real anymore. Tim Walz, really? They couldn't have chosen a better person to wake more people up? Absolutely. Every day YouTube drops your subscription to my channel. Really? You know what's wild, Ryan? My subscriptions on my channel, I have a lot of people being like, oh, you're losing so many subs. But I'm actually not. I'm just not gaining. It's my channel has been just stagnant now for a month. Ever since I switched to a lecture and topics more, it's just stagnant. I'm not losing. I go up 5 one day, I'll go down 5 the next, I go up 5, and it just stays right there. It's wild. I've never seen anything like it the whole time I've done YouTube, no matter where I've ever been. Barbara, the judge questioned board members getting paid before a deal was complete. Yeah, it was very good. Yeah. Thank you, Sonat. I think that's right, Mad Max. Yeah. No one should control what you ingest. I agree to a point. I do think hard drugs, that there's just no benefit at all. They're synthetic. They're not normal. I mean, there's no way fentanyl should be illegal. Let me just put it that way. There's no way heroin should be legal. There's certain things I think it's just too far. I just do, and that's just part of being a smart country. But we're talking like the lower level. I just don't. Yeah. Randy, drug heads votes count just as much as non-partakers. Maybe what you could do is just make it not illegal to partake them, but illegal to sell them. So you could do that. Tucker joined Truth? No way. Harris 48. Well, it's 46. I know. There's no way. These polls are lying. But they got to lie because they have to try to steal this election. It's their only chance. And the only way they can get it close is, or at least this is their thinking. Okay, their thinking is make the polls, cheat on the polls, get them close. get them close. And if we're close, then maybe we can get away with stealing like crazy, and the people are so stupid they'll believe it. That's what they're thinking. And I just don't think it's going to happen. Dustin, I'm a former combat vet, 2 tours in Iraq. Lack of professional journalism about verifiable fact over well-stored valor is infuriating you to know. I know, man. Sorry. We're the news now. I'm the news. Twitter's the news. Tim Pool is the news. Tucker Carlson's the news. It's all independent. That's the only way to get real news anymore, Dustin. And you're right. You should be infuriated because you deserve better. You deserve better. Yeah, Eric, we lost KYP. It got a little too intense, but I still love her. We just can't talk politics. Joe, you love the mix of politics and talk. Thank you for saying that. It's hard doing this show, guys. It really is. It takes a lot of work. I love it. That's why I don't stop, and I'm never going to stop because I'm addicted to it. I love it. But it is hard. It's a lot of work. And so if you guys like what I'm doing, I really appreciate it. I do. No, they do not like conservative talk. That is very true. Donna, what's up? Mike, YouTube's my market maker. They decide my subscriber count could be when it gets to how they show. That's probably true. Yeah. You got an alert for True Social about Tucker? That's awesome. Feds have no power to make drugs illegal, hence the 18th Amendment. I think you're right. You're right. If we want to get into a direct constitutional argument, you'll win it. Oscar, Trump, the red is in the black. Kamala, the black's in the red. Oh, the orange. He's the orange. Can't have engineers a commercial. Well, you can there's laws for that kind of stuff, yeah. All your family's voting for Trump and they've never voted for a Republican ever. That's huge, Aaron. That's huge. And that's why I believe polls like this one. Rasmussen, which, by the way, is a trusted pollster. Okay, they are usually pretty accurate. If they're off, it's by a point or two. It's not bad. I trust Rasmussen. They're good at their job. This is 1,800 voter sample. That's a nice sample. Trump up by 5. 5 is a landslide. 3 is a landslide. 2 is a landslide for a Republican. Trump won in 16 with Clinton getting 3% more of the popular vote. That's all you need to know right there. 3%. Clinton ahead. Trump wins the election. So this is a landslide. It's an absolute landslide. And this is how you see the people are waking up. They are waking up. And in my opinion, it's higher than this. In my opinion, in real life, now I don't have data to back this up. There's probably a couple polls I could find, but polls are all over the place. So you can't just pick one poll and say, I just choose to believe this one. That's not how it works. But I've been doing this a long time. Even before I made shows, I would do this with my buddies. I used to bet on presidential elections. I made money off of it, okay? Because I just know how this all works. I'm damn good at it. And one thing I'll tell you is my gut tells me that Trump's real number is somewhere between 53 and 55. That's the real number. Throw out all the everything, all the cheating, all of it. Throw it all out. Trump's at 53 to 55 of adults, voters, okay, voter age. And that's only dragged down by the youth vote, bunch of dummies, which God bless you. I love you. If you're a 20-year-old watching this, I love you. But you don't know what you don't know. And I was 21 too. I thought I was smart. I wasn't. It doesn't mean your capability for being smart's not there, but you just don't know a lot. And so the dummies weigh it down. And then there's the people scared of their Social Security being taken away. They believe Democrat lies. So you put some smart-ish people over there, but they're just terrified. They're one-issue voters. You put the abortion morons over there because that's all they care about is that they can kill babies. So you put them over there. Or they believe that they actually, anyways, I'm not going to go into that. And then what you're left with is, a group of people. I would say Harris is probably 39 to 37% in reality. And Kennedy is probably closer to 10, 15%. I actually know a lot of people who really like Kennedy. I do. A lot of people who want to vote for him. So I'm telling you, that's what I think if everything was fair, that's what it'd be. So, media, thank you. I appreciate that. What's the craziest conspiracy theory I believe? I'm not going there right. Maybe ask me at the end. Maybe I'll tell you. I got too much news to go through for that right now. Kilby, what's up? Mark, love the new name. Thank you. Andy, appreciate it. Thank you, Andy. That means a lot. Queefer, can't wait to do after Election Day, watch all the woke crowd cry. That's going to be glorious. How can Harris be over 40 in any poll? I agree. Steve Bernard, what's up? Jim, big sell-off will begin the Fed meeting. Oh, yeah, I think so. Don Lemon's out. Yep. Magic Moon, you think Trump's 75%? Unfortunately, I wish that were true. It's not. Alan Walt says he's carried a gun. The only carried he played was Chuck and Chick. Joe, you voted Reagan when you were 18. All kids are dumb. Yes, but listen, I voted Bush when I was 18, and it was the only choice. It was him or Kerry. And, or I was 21 actually, first time I voted. But, you could say it was a smarter vote. But I only voted it because that's what my parents did, not because I knew. Amen, the one. Trump has said everyone wants seniors shouldn't pay tax on Social Security. Exactly. Is the market recovering? We're going to get there. We will win. But the short answer is temporarily, yes. All right, let's go. Keep going. I got a couple more politics things, and then we'll get to the market stuff. DC Drano, Trump doubles down on promise to enact the largest mass deportation operation in history. Says they're going to start with violent criminals, then regular criminals. We'll work with local police because they have the best intel on illegal aliens. This is awesome. And we got to hope it's true. If he's doubling down on it, says to me that he's committed to it. This is exactly what we should do. Now, I think we could create a vetting system. And if Trump is really, really smart, which he is smart, but if he was thinking about this for voters, I know a lot of people who are scared of this because they believe, and mostly rightfully so, that there's a group of these illegals who come over who really do just want to work here and are running away from a hellacious place they're from. And I agree with that. And if that's true, then, if I was living in a hellscape and I knew the best nation on earth's borders were open, listen, I probably would come across too if it was the best thing for my family. I probably would. I'm just being real. And you guys probably would too. Okay? If you just knew it was open and nobody was going to stop you, you're like, why not? So what Trump should do for voters' sake, to get the people whose heartstrings are really about this, because I know quite a few of them, he would say, we're getting rid of all the violent criminals immediately. We're getting rid of every drug dealer. We're getting rid of every gang member. We're going after every murderer, rapist, all of them. We're wiping them out. We are getting them out of here. And when all that's done, we're going to put everybody else who's here, we're going to look at them one by one, their record, what they're doing, if they are a drain on our society or if they are a part of this, and I'm going to allow them to go through a process if they have nothing else against them to see if they can stay here. And he can do that, and we could come up with a process for this, and this would be the ultimate way to do it so that we're not getting horror stories or video of people who came over here who aren't evil, basically, who just came with their kids or whatever, and you could put them out, and you don't want to get that because you know what the media is going to do. They're going to cover that. They're going to cover the crying babies as their mom and dad are taken away from them when they came over here illegally. They were criminal for that. I agree. But that is going to hurt everything. People are ultimately legalistic until it comes to, like, people choose mercy when it comes to good people. All right. People who did stuff out of desperation. And so if Trump just added that, I think that would actually bring over another 0.5% to a percentage of voters, which is absolutely huge in an election like this. So just saying that, but I think we need to get out everybody who's even a hint of bad or crazy for us. I just agree with that. And I agree with you. Finish the wall, come up with a process. Well, you could do both at the same time. We have millions of people working for the federal government. You could do both at the same time. Absolutely. Randy, military votes, police, first responder, vets, elders see it all. Not all elders do, and that's what sucks. A lot of elders are voting Democrat because they're believing the lies about Trump. Jim, RFK Jr. on Waters World News, sued by DNC in every state to not be on the ballot. I know, it's so crazy. Red Tim is lying about carrying a weapon of war overseas. Oh, I know. Red Tim, I haven't heard that one. Speaking of old Timmy boy, how's this one for fun? Let's listen.
Again, is one of those that gets politically charged, and I would ask all of us, and I try and do this. I try and do this for my own sanity, and I try and do it because I think it's the right thing to do. Putting ourselves literally in the other people's shoes and wondering why they're doing what they're going to do. And when I think through this, when I say this as a teacher, there's about 150,000 of our children identified in our schools, in our public schools, trans students. And as a teacher, my number one responsibility in the classroom is the safety, security, and belongingness of every single child.
This guy's a sicko.
And if this child,
10 years old just should be able to choose your own gender. There's no way in hell a 10-year-old knows that. A 10-year-old is going to do whatever their parents push them to do. I know, I have 6 kids. Okay, nobody's a bigger expert on this than me. 10 years old, you don't know anything about your gender, your identity, unless your parents told you. And that's it. There is no, you might have parents who are neglectful, and so you might fall into some peer pressure, something like that, or teacher pressure, which is real and happens. But this is not, it's a good parent is going to be involved, and that won't happen to them. Very rarely. There's always exceptions, but very rarely is an involved, caring parent ever going to have a trans kid. It's just the way it is. Okay. You might be a loving parent, but you let your kids go too much, whatever it is, but it's very rare. In fact, the vast majority of trans kids are females who don't have strong relationships with their fathers. And they're also, the vast majority of those are also autistic. So they already have some identity stuff going on. And there's no way it's 150,000. That's insane. That's insane. And he says this as a teacher. Well, guess what? 20 years ago, that line might have worked. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe. But now we know that a lot of the modern teachers are psychopaths. A lot of them are crazy woke tards who don't care about actually teaching the kids the real stuff. They are taking advantage of the kids and trying to push ideology on them. And Tim Walz is just proof of this. He's sick, man. This guy's sick. We should be sharing this all over the place. I guarantee you that 70% of Americans are not okay with this. 70 to 80% of Americans are not okay with this. This is disgusting. Disgusting. And Mike, you're right. Nobody can actually choose their own gender. But it's like if you're an adult and you want to cut off your body parts and dress up and ruin your own life for that, fine. I don't care. You're an adult. You can be psychopath. It's fine. But a 10-year-old, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell this is okay. So it just can't do it. Absolutely not. Alan, by removing criminal illegal aliens, immigrants will reduce housing inflation. Oh, well, yeah, there'll be a lot of economic boom from getting rid of them. I agree. What Trump should be saying is we're going to get rid of the, sorry, I lost you for a second. The cartel, 100%. Just go over there and destroy them. Destroy them all. Tim Walz, Kamala's husband, are either bisexual or gay, acting like they're not. He's got that vibe, doesn't he? Trump all day, baby. Alan, that explains everything with Walt. Sergeant major, teacher, no wonder a coward. He is totally a coward. Yep. NFL face recognition? What's that? Randy, because the teachers like Red Tim Waltz, your neighbors homeschool the kids. I homeschool my kids. They learn home and they go to a co-op that's Christian conservative, and it's beautiful. Jimbo, speak on GTI and Finger. I'm going to by the end. There's no pump and dump on GTI and Finger, dude. Just stop, Jim Bob. That's a stupid thing to say. Like, if you honestly think that, you're an idiot and you're just looking to feel better about yourself and your decisions, you regret. Agent, just want to say thank you for continuing to expose corruption. Appreciate the time and effort. Agent, thank you so much. What an amazing donation. I appreciate you so much. You guys bless me over and over again, and I'm so grateful. I really am. Thank you. I really am. It means the world to me. And I can't say thank you enough to my members, to everybody who donates, everything. You guys are amazing. Thank you again. Thank you, Agent. Lee Myers, your wife in her 60s. You both know Trump's the only one to get us back on track. Amen. Amen. Activist teachers, Soros funded judges, 100%. Moody in the house. Even if you cut off your junk, it doesn't change your gender. That's very true. Honey Badger, Tampon Tim essentially legalized pedophilia by calling it sexual orientation of minor attracted persons. That is, I know, that's one of the most evil things I've ever heard. It's so disgusting. Danielle, excited and confused about taxing SS. Your military said her SS not taxed. Oh, mother-in-law said her SS not taxed in Pennsylvania. Really? So 11 states tax it and nobody else. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought it was a federal thing. Yeah, I hope Thomas is okay tonight too. So, oh my God, Jim Bob. Hey, Eric, are you still on? You want to send Jim Bob packing? Because he's a moron. He's just coming to troll. I don't put up with morons. I think I can do it myself. Give me a second here. Bye-bye, Jim Bob. Vote for Trump, you're a narcissist patriarchy. Well, at least you gave me a good laugh with your dumb statements. All right. Anyways, later. You won't be back. Rumdog, as a coach, Timmy made sure all the boys showered after us. Are you serious? That's disgusting. These people are crazy. All right. Hey, guess what? Kamala took some questions. First time since being VP. Being the nominee. First time. Can you even believe it? But she finally took a question. So let's see what happened. She confronted about stolen valor. Let's see what happens. Let's just see how this goes.
Criticism has been about your vice presidential pick and his leading the National Guard at 24 years. Vance said that he deserted his own troops for his own colleagues. What's your take on that?
Listen, I praise anyone who has presented themselves to serve our country. And I think that we all should.
She can't answer the question. Well, I mean, okay. Well, we weren't expecting much, were we? But, let's see. Let's see what Kamala's promising right now.
Because while our economy is doing well by many measures, prices for everyday things like groceries are still too high. You know it and I know it. When I was Attorney General, I went after price-fixing schemes. And when I am president, it will be a day one priority to fight to bring down prices. I will take on big corporations.
Day one. Huh. So you're the number 2 most powerful person in the world. You've been in power for 3.5 years. Prices went up on your watch. And now all of a sudden on day one, you're going to bring them down? What's the magic switch, Kamala? I thought Bidenomics was amazing. I thought we had the single greatest presidency of all time, single-term presidency of all time. I thought it was Joe Biden sing his praises. The honorable man who came and fixed our country, brought us Bidenomics, where we're all thriving. And now, God bless him, he stepped down because he cares about democracy. He's just the best. I mean, this is... But wait. Prices are too high? You got to deal this on day one? Okay. This woman is so stupid. This campaign is so stupid. And everybody who listens to this and thinks, oh, maybe if she's in power, she'll do it. Oh my God. Seriously, all these people here. Look, this guy seems really excited about it. So is this guy. And this guy, look at these people, man. They are stoked. They are stoked about what Kamala's saying. Oh, man. I think deep down, they all know it's BS. And they're just stuck. They're just stuck. Maybe they just don't know what to do. They're like, well, that Trump guy, we don't like him. But, oh, shit. Just please stop talking. We're trying to vote for you here. This is unbelievable. This is such a joke. It's so crazy. She's unburdened by what has been. That's right, Mike. She never disappoints us, CJ. That's right. Alan, Kamala looks like she was chasing a Mack truck at her. Jim, exactly what day? 1, 2, 2025. Stopping you now, fixing inflation. God help everyone involved. I completely agree. She sounds like a Yenta from Long Island. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm getting a little verklempt. Kamala and Shrek Big Baby discuss. Mike Myers, baby, the best. How many people are? I don't know. Most of them are saying they're waiting for the Bon Iver. I think this is the Bon Iver one where they brought in another. They keep bringing in concert artists, promising people a free concert. They come in and then they get her. She does kind of sound like Janice from Friends. Oh my God. That's a good one right there. Okay, so somebody earlier said JD Vance is weird. JD Vance is awesome. Check this out, what he did. Kamala just challenged him the other day. Say it to my face to J.D. Vance during a rally. So Vance went up to Air Force Two. That's the vice presidential plane. Calls Kamala out for avoiding the press. He says he wants to get a look at his new plane. And you know what he did after? It doesn't say it in here. Then he stuck around and talked to reporters who she didn't talk to. Listen, this guy is what we want. He's a leader. He's not afraid. He's going out there and he's showing, he's doing the work. We needed it. We needed a younger version, a more, what's the word I'm looking for? A more polished, younger version of Trump to take up the mantle next. We needed that. That's why it's absolutely the best case scenario, in my opinion, that he was picked. I'm sorry. I'm going to die on this island. I really am. I just, unless something crazy happens with him that exposes he's this crazy sleeper agent, I'm not going to be dismayed by J.D. Vance. I'm going to go down with the ship believing that he's the best. And I think I'm going to be proven right. When we win this election, when we win 2028 and 2032 and it's him, you're going to see. You're going to see I was right. I'm telling you right now. I just have that feeling about him. This guy, he's the leader that, like, we needed Trump to get here because it was such a mess. We needed that tough braggart in your face, a little raw. We needed that. And I think J.D. Vance, though, is the next level. He's going to grow into this, and he's going to be even better down the road once Trump smashes everything. He is the warrior. It's like in the Bible, where David was the warrior. He was the man of blood. He was the one who fought to make Israel what it was, the great kingdom. And then Solomon came in, and Solomon made it the greatest kingdom of all time, the most peaceful, prosperous nation in history. That's what JD is going to do. I'm just telling you, I have a feeling about it. I really do. Wonder how Kamala's crowd are paid. Oh, it's funny you bring this up. Hold on. I'm going to skip ahead. I'm going to do this because you guys are talking about the paid actors. Check it out. Kamala just got busted. The Democratic super PACs are paying social media influencers $3,000 to $10,000 for videos scripted by the Harris campaign to bash Donald Trump. Now, I just want you guys to know, I ain't getting that money. You can tell. This is where all the money's going on social media. It ain't coming to me. I'm not working for that campaign. But smash the like button. Thank you, Hero, for reminding me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I appreciate it. As I'm going on here, how many we got right now? How many likes we got? We got 180 people watching. Only 86 likes. Come on, guys. You can break 100. I know you can. I think this story alone is worth 100 likes because this is a big story. This is a big deal right here. So anyways, hit those likes, please. Just, support the channel. I appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new. So yeah, they're paying them. Online support's fake. Influencers are getting paid indirectly through the Democratic political organizations. Here they are. American Bridge, Next Gen, Community Change Action, Priorities USA Action, Future Forward, Protect Our Care. Where's the money coming from? Could it be the hundreds of millions that going to Kamala? This is nuts, guys. All these people. Ugh.
States. We just have to be working with them, and if we're
My
not,
favorite is that Harry Sisson guy. Man, what a joke he is. But listen, I get accused. Not by a lot of people. I think it's actually I get a lot. I get very little criticism in this area compared to what I would think with all the people I see and talk to. But so it's actually very little. But there are some people who like to go after me and say I'm this big shill. I would do it for the money. That's why I'm here. And man, I mean, if you think that, then I'm doing it wrong because this is where the real money's at. This is where the real money's at. I could expand my channel so fast by going Democrat. I could expand my channel. I could blow up my earnings if I just went Democrat. And you know what, man? I could use some money. I could. I'm like you guys. I live paycheck to paycheck. My stocks have been in the tank. I invested in GTII and AMC, and GameStop when it was too high. I've made bad trades. I could use this money, But this is not me. Listen, when you guys see me rolling up in that Bentley, and it's not because a stock's gone, and it's not because I have 1 million subscribers, it's probably because I said something nice about Kamala. I'm just telling you. That's how you know. That's how you know I finally got there. Yeah, he's got big brass balls. JD looks like the real deal. Amen. I completely agree with that. Play the video with Obama again. Maybe at the end. That'd be a nice little fun ending, huh? We hit 102. Let's check the subscribes here. So, because, I need every like there. I need all those pennies because I don't get the Kamala money. Harry Sissy, that's right. I said going down. I did. Thomas Dubois in the house, man. Positive mindset today, feeling good. That's awesome, Thomas. Good. God bless you, man. We think about you all the time. We were talking about you earlier, so I did say Harry Sissy. That guy is such a joke. All right, guys. A little bit more. Matt says, Ace, new here, like my live streams. I could learn a lot. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Matt, if you like it, please subscribe, like, all that stuff. And if you keep watching and like more, there's $3 a month gets you a members live weekly where we go into a lot of fun other stuff, deep dive things, all that. So anyways, I appreciate that, Matt. Thank you. And anybody new, ever want to shout out, hit it up. This community is great. We've been growing in this community for 1.5 years now. A lot of these people are here from the beginning. A lot of these people are here a month. And if you fit in, and it works great. So Alan says, after the election, you'll support me. As of now, donated to Trump and Republican. I can't complain with that, Alan. Can't complain with that. They're the ones going to change the country. They're the real fighters. I'm just getting the news out there. So God bless you, Alan, for doing that. And, let's pray they win. All right, a little more on, I'm almost done with the politics, and then we're going to do markets here. So, but I got a little more because there's just a lot today that came out. So you guys want to see how much horrible Kamala is as a person? So as AG in California, trying to seize undercover Planned Parenthood videos showed they were selling baby organs. By the way, listen, if you're pro-choice and it's because you rape, incest, I get it. I get it. And if you are, okay with like up to say 12 weeks, 15 weeks at the most, I get it. I still disagree, but I get it. And I'm not going to fight anybody over that. But baby organs, Planned Parenthood is an evil organization. It was created by Margaret Sanger back in the 1920s, who was a eugenicist, who wanted to get rid of all black children. She was a racist. She wanted to get rid of all black children, and she wanted to get rid of anybody who had disability. That's the history of Planned Parenthood. And I'm sorry, when something has an evil, rotten foundation, it almost never gets better. Almost never. And it is an evil, rotten company and organization. And yeah, they were busted selling baby organs. And they still do it today. So they had a meeting with it. And then guess what? They got the videos. And then you know what they did? They arrested the people who got the videos. That's what they did. Kamala Harris, they exposed this great evil, one of the most evil things you could ever do. And she arrested not one person, Planned Parenthood. She went after the people who exposed it. So that's who Kamala Harris is, ladies and gentlemen. That's who she is. Look, speaking of CNN, maybe it's because they're going broke, but even they're now saying he lied about his military service. This is great. It's getting out there. That's what we want to see. So absolutely beautiful. Let's hope it keeps spreading. Tim Walz, I'm telling you right now, they are already saying, what have we done? What have we done? Such a terrible pick. They could have done so much better as Shapiro. I mean, it's so stupid, but you know what? They hate Jews. So there it is. Hero at Large with the awesome donation. Thank you, Hero, for $10. Best family on YouTube, he says. Hero, that makes my heart sing, man. Thank you for saying that. I do think this is the best community on YouTube. I don't think it can get better. And you know what, guys, I'm working on ways to make it even better and more interactive. As soon as my life slows down, I want to have more guests and I want to do more call-ins because I love talking to you guys in the chat, but I'd love to talk to you guys on the phone too. So we'll start getting better at that as I go. Let's see. Cooper's, it's almost like the Nazis took over our government in World War II. I'm sure they tried, yeah. You're right, Mike. Rape and incest are 0.1% of abortions performed. That is 100% true. The average Gen Zer is ignorant of economics history. They are, but they're young. The average young person always is ignorant of economics and history. It's just the way it is, especially when you get our modern, god-awful public education. That's just the truth. And the awful college system. So they want third-term abortions because body parts are more developed than it's real. It is 100% real, and that's why Kamala Harris is for full-term abortion. That's why President Obama, when he was a senator in Illinois, voted for full-term, late-term abortion. He's just as bad. The Democrats, they won't tell you it. They don't want to admit it because they know everybody deep down their gut feels sick when they hear it. But they are all in the leadership, not the people. All the Democratic leaders are in favor of late-term abortion. It's pure evil, but they make a lot of money from it. Right here, Trump, he's just flat out saying it now. The presidency was taken away from Biden, and I'm no Biden fan. I love it. I'm not going to play the clip here, but I recommend watching his press conference. He's just flat out saying it, and this is what we need. We need Trump to just keep going out there and admitting this stuff. So I love it. And then Trump talking about the economy. As I'm going to switch into the economic news, I found a post that got me both the Trump news and economic news. Trump, I told you, he's dropping bombs right now. He is not afraid to say the big stuff, and I'm loving every second of it. Donald Trump says the Federal Reserve has gotten a lot wrong, and U.S. presidents should have a say in Fed actions. 100% true. I think I have a better instinct than him. In many cases, people that would be on the Federal Reserve or the chairman, Trump said. I love it. It's awesome. He is calling out Powell right now, which, listen, Powell, he deserves it, first of all. But secondly, he's the best Fed chairman we've had in 40 years, since before Greenspan. He's the best since Volcker. And that's saying a lot. Okay? Actually, it's not saying a lot. I'm sorry. I misspoke. Because we went Greenspan, Bernanke, Yellen. All three of them hardcore globalists. All three of them Keynesian economists. They're part of the big reason we're here. They're all awful. But he's also calling out Powell because the Fed right now, although it's doing a better job than those guys, it's still playing too many games. And the fact is, the economy is only being held up right now because the Treasury is selling a bunch of T-bills and running up that debt. And the Fed is playing along behind the scenes. They're keeping the rates up, but they've been playing a lot of behind the scenes, divesting of their funds, pumping up banks, all that. They're not printing money. They already had it on them, but they are choosing winners and losers. And so it's the fake economy, and it's because the Fed. It's because the Fed and because of Democrats and Republicans who are establishment, and it's disgusting. Vim, in the UK, they arrested a drunk 16-year-old girl being sexually assaulted by multiple Muslims. The Muslims weren't arrested. Oh my God, that's horrifying. Cooper's, it's like Kamala asked herself, who's a bigger creep than Joe Biden? Alec Baldwin calling style, maybe. We'll see. Are you talking about Air America? CJ, I remember that. So for you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, oh man, maybe I can find it. Let me see if I can find the clip. This is so classic. What was this? 2004. They started a liberal talk show channel to counterpoint Rush Limbaugh, Hannity, all them in 2004, and they started. Oh my God, here it is. I found it. How long is this? Okay, yeah, I can play this. Anyways, they founded this show, Air America, or this radio station, and Alec Baldwin's first show, it was supposed to be like this big deal. Alec Baldwin has he's like so excited. He's like, let's go to the phones, and you'll just watch. Yeah, it was Hannity who played it. One of the good things Handy did before he turned into a bozo.
Finally, over the weekend, Alec Baldwin filled in as a guest host on a local Philadelphia radio station. He got off to a rough start, and pretty soon he was talking about my friend, Sean Hannity.
When can we take some calls, Ivan?
Whenever we want.
Okay, so this wasn't Air America, but this is another thing. Sorry. But Air America went bankrupt in like a month.
We have calls that are on there now?
No calls yet. No calls yet.
What number do people call to get on the air, Ivan? Do we have that number?
It's right there.
No, do I have the call number in front of me? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's interesting. Interesting. Do we have any calls yet there, Ivan? No calls. Let's read some more about Scientology. Is Sean Hannity a Scientologist? Alec Baldwin posing the big questions tonight here. Do we have any calls here yet, Ivan? None. Boy, it's just incredible.
Anyways, it just goes on. It's so funny. Yeah. I remembered it a little wrong, but the fact is nobody wanted to call into Alec Baldwin's show. This is so funny. Okay. All right, let's keep looking at the economy, though, in the stock market. Sorry, I digressed. That was funny, CJ Yukon. That was funny. You made me laugh. Okay, so just out today, June consumer credit. Here's how revolving looks. Does it look like normalizing? And Daniel DiMartino Booth says, hard no. In other words, this isn't getting better. So somebody asked me earlier, is the economy on the upswing? Are we correcting? Are we getting better? And the answer is no. We're not. We're in a little blip, a little eye of the storm, so to speak. But it's going to end, and they're able to keep it up right now for a myriad of reasons. But one of them is because everybody's waiting to see what happens with the Fed before they make their final decision. But it's already starting to unwind, anyways. So pretty crazy. Oh, thanks, Mike. I'll check out the Rasmussen channel. Just Mike, old saying goes, if you're not liberal when you're 20, you have no heart. If you're still liberal when you're 40, you have no soul. I thought it was no brain, but yeah, I've heard that. Megawatt show instead of a woman speech. Oh my God. All right, let me keep going here. So people are saying today, I saw it on a couple news stations. Oh, the carry trade unwound. It's done. It was all done on Monday. All of it. We figured it out. But we're talking $10 trillion. So again, you're stupid if you think that. Like that's basically impossible. Ham today took the truck to the front of the SEC. So very funny slides, but just hammering them right up in the middle of the SEC, hammering out finger DJT, GTI, just getting the news out there. And again, just getting that pressure on. In the past, we've had a couple times when this went out and we had some bumps. And I think it's because the shorts pulled back for a little bit when this happens. But we'll see if there's any immediate results. But again, glad they're out there. How large is the yen carry trade? Remember, this is the thing that triggered Monday and could be the thing that makes us break before rate cuts. On Monday, global markets experienced significant losses to growing fears yen carry trade's unwinding. According to Deutsche Bank, yen carry trade amounts to a whopping 20 trillion. She said 10. This is 20. Or 505% of Japanese GDP. Unbelievable. Other estimates that use Japanese banks' foreign lending data from the bank show it's 1 trillion. So different estimates. I'm telling you, the number's always the high one. Always. And even that usually is underestimated. Another proxy is Japanese investors' net investment, which size has grown to 3.4 trillion. Yen carry trade is massive. And there you go. Look at how it's grown since COVID. This is the thing that keeps all the shorts able to keep going with margin calls because it's kept margin at almost zero. So as this unwinds, it's going to get very expensive, and it's going to lead to short squeezes. It just will. All right, Finger posted this today, which I thought was very interesting. China begins transition world's first 6G technology. Why would Finger post this? For all my finger holders out there, I'll tell you, you better believe that Finger is going to have a major part in making this transition happen for China with all their data and involvement in the cellular structure over there. So Finger, they're not telling you, but they're telling you just by posting this. All right. So again, I just cannot wait to see what this company does in the future. And if you're worried about this company, I don't see it. I don't see it, but maybe there's some I haven't seen yet. Talking about where we're going. Jamie Dimon came out today and said he puts odds of a soft landing at 40%, which means 60% we're going to crash and burn. 40%, guys, that's him being nice. Okay, that's him being nice. Jamie Dimon's a smart dude. Jamie Dimon sold $150 million worth of stock this year when he'd never sold before. You telling me he really thinks it's even a 40% chance? There's no way in hell. Jamie Dimon probably believes it's a 1% chance, and he's saying 40% to be nice so that they can't say Jamie Dimon, they can't put the headline, Jamie Dimon calling for massive recession. That's what he's a smart dude. He's playing diplomat. But I'm telling you right now, when Jamie Dimon says 60%, we're about to crash and burn, he really means 99%. But anyways, read the article. It's really good stuff. And was that? Oh, so this was one last thing I wanted to share. It's a really good article. This was written back in 2012. The Depression of 2026. Pretty fascinating. He calls how nothing got fixed. Let me make this smaller. He basically calls out how nothing got fixed, and so the end conclusion right here is the crash of 2026 will be much worse than 2008 because the U.S. government continues its annual $1 trillion deficits. By 2024, U.S. debt will have grown so large, U.S. bonds will no longer be considered safe. In the financial crisis, U.S. will no longer be able to borrow the funds needed to bail out the financial firms. Our debt is now $35 trillion. This guy called it. Now I think he's off because I think it's coming now. But the point is you could see it coming back then. He didn't see COVID coming, which accelerated it. But this is showing you that people knew. It says, and this is 2012. So Americans still have time to prevent the next great boom and bust. They are culturally bound to the status quo, as are almost all economists. So the warnings will go unheeded as they did during 90s and 2000s. We're now far upstream, but heading down into a river of no return to the real estate and financial waterfall of 24-26. Holy smokes, guys. How crazy is this? Absolutely nuts. But it tells you the data has always been pointing in this direction. And trust the data. Trust the data. People say fundamentals don't matter. People say this time it's different. This proves it's not. This proves it's not. 12 years ago, this guy saw it coming, and he called it almost to the T. Because, why? Because fundamentals matter. So when everybody comes to me and they say it's not coming, it's just a bunch of liquidity going to come and it's all fine. Listen, I believe a lot of these people are very smart. But I also don't think they're looking at everything we're looking at. You have to look at it all. You can't ignore the fundamentals. The fundamentals of the economy are trash. The fundamentals of our debt structure is garbage. The yen trade is unwinding right now as we speak, little by little, and about to speed up. I don't know exactly when it's coming. I'm not a timing but I can tell you, like this guy said 24-26, I can tell you it's sped up because of COVID. They printed a lot more because of COVID. I think we're in it right now. I think we're in the beginning of it. And I maintain that the rate cut's going to do it. So listen, it's getting crazy. Now, before I go, let's just talk a couple stocks real quick because I don't have a lot of information because there wasn't anything new really today on this stuff, but it's worth talking about the fact that ZJYL had a massive day today. Now, in after hours, it got crushed, but 93 cents, 31% is huge. So is something about to happen here? I can't tell you yes or no, but I'm definitely watching it, and I'd be lying if I told you I didn't buy a few more today, just in case. DJT bouncing back nicely in after hours as well. GDC in the after hours. So listen, if anything's going to get hot all of a sudden, it wouldn't surprise me because of what's going on with yen and everything. So if ZJWL popped, I wouldn't be shocked. It'd be a great, wonderful surprise on the timing, but I wouldn't be shocked that it could happen right now. Finger, great place. Listen, they've been shorting it. DJT, they've been shorting it, but right now we're riding the uptide. And there's good reasons for why they'd want to cover now when things are better again, when things are going up, because they'll have more cash to do so. But it also gives them opportunity to hold on longer. So we're just in the point where we're waiting for something to break. GTI, great news. Again, the judge was very much in the favor of the shareholders. Richard, go watch Richard's video. He has all the details on it. So I think we could see something really good there. But again, just guys on the economy, just be ready because something could happen. So, all right, let me catch up with you guys before I end here. Aaron says, off topic, never forget the time Kamala Harris held an electric charger like she was pumping gas. I don't remember that. I got to see that. Thomas, lasers can travel for miles without obstruction of the target. That's why pilots complain being blinded. Yes, that is actually true. Jamie Diamond also thinks if you get scammed by someone through Zelle, then too bad, so sad. That's terrible. That's messed up. I didn't say he was a good person. I just said he's smart. Rumdog, seems like the left's trying to destroy their ticket so Obama can change it again at their convention. Listen, Rum, I get the conspiracy theories on that. I really do. What those theories don't take into account is how freaking hard that is to do. And honestly, I think it would just short circuit their entire, like, they're already like walking on glass. Like, they are holding it up. It's a miracle that it's gone as well as it has for them with this transition they made. If they screw it up again, they risk alienating more and more and more people. They can't do it. They just can't. I'm just telling you, they can't. And Hillary is a loser. Kamala is a loser. They're not going to put Hillary back up there. I really don't believe it. Mad Max, BS with margin stinks. Lots of margin calls in 2020. Yep, you're right. All right, Dollar Chris, take care, man. Gary Maddow, what's up, man? People in power working together to destroy U.S. companies, prevent retailers from making cash. That's 100% true, Mad Max. But it's not going to hold on forever. Yeah, not forever. They hold them because they spent that money for fraudulent shares. It is, but they're going to pay the piper. It's coming. It is. Reckoning is coming, in my opinion. It really is. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. I got to get out of here. I told my wife I'd be off about 10 minutes ago, so it is what it is. But, hey, we got into some good stuff tonight. So, God bless you guys. I'm going to end in a prayer and close it out. And anyways, just thank you guys again for all the support, everything. Please like on your way out. Please subscribe if you're new. Give me a chance to win you over some more. I appreciate it. And everybody here who has been supporting me, again, just thank you so much. You guys are the bomb. I probably won't be on tomorrow. I usually take a break Fridays, but members look for me Saturday. And then usually I jump in with another live Saturday, Sunday. So anyways, let's end here. So Heavenly Father, thank you for today. God, I pray a blessing over everybody here. God, I pray that you just direct us in the right place and to get through all this craziness. And God, we just pray for justice in our markets and our country. And we pray for President Trump, Vice President Vance, all the people on their team, God, that we get victory and they get in and can bring this country around. So we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Bless you guys. Thank you so much. Bless and